On behalf of the keyboard stream of Augustana's Bachelor of Music program, welcome to PianoCentric, Songs of a Central Alberta Steinway. We are delighted that you have decided to spend part of your Sunday afternoon with us as Alumni Week draws to a close. My name is Ardell Reese, Associate Professor and Director of Music. In honor of just over 10 years of service dedicated to heartfelt music making, the U of A Augustana Chapel Steinway has been refurbished. To celebrate, this first piano-centric concert features an informative presentation by our trusty piano technician, Jim Hough, from Camrose Piano and Organ, to help you better understand this fine keyboard instrument. Professor Emeritus Milton Schlosser will join us with performances recorded on the Steinway during his time as head of Augustana's keyboard division. We are immensely thankful for the dedicated work of Dr. Schlosser throughout his career, as he was responsible for establishing the Bachelor of Music program at Augustana 20 years ago, for acquiring this glorious instrument, and for guiding and facilitating the success and careers of so many accomplished young pianists. Our current keyboard faculty, Dr. Roger Admiral and Ina Luzanac, are pleased to share music from their repertoire and are committed to continuing a performance and pedagogical tradition of keyboard excellence. We are deeply grateful to the presenters and performers of today's concert and, as well, for the musical and community gifts that Augustana has been granted over the last century and especially over the last 20 years in support of our Bachelor of Music program. In the age of COVID, when it is sadly not possible to gather together in celebration, thanks to technology, we offer you this compelling virtual concert. If you would like further information about studying at U of A Augustana or within our community conservatory, or if you are interested to support our new Bachelor of Music performance-based pedagogy program, we encourage you to visit our website at www.ualberta.ca/Augustana. Please sit back, enjoy, and celebrate the dedicated individuals from the past and from the present who have joyously tuned and taught, practiced and performed on this beautiful Steinway grand piano.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Augustana Chapel and also welcome to PianoCentric, stories and songs of a Central Alberta Steinway, which this is. My name is Jim Hough, and together with my son Darren, we look after all the pianos in the university here. We've been in business for almost 30 years, and we service mainly Central Alberta, some northern locations, and we are in the business of retail, selling pianos, tuning, and refurbishing them. Today I'd like to talk about this particular piano. This is our Steinway Model D that we have in the chapel, and a spectacular piano. What this is a New York Steinway and Sons 9-foot concert grand, although it is a 1/4 of an inch shy of being 9 feet. And so we're celebrating with teachers' comments and 2 virtual recitals. And I just want to take a minute to describe maybe what this piano is. As mentioned, this is a New York Steinway. It's used by the majority of concert pianists, and it's known in the world for its rich, powerful, beautiful tone. It has an action that's so responsive that the pianists can bring out many, many levels of volume, texture, and emotion. And we're going to just I'm going to show you a little bit of the inside of this piano, what we do for service, and maybe some unique features as well as why it is such a great piano. As it's my responsibility to maintain this instrument, I just want to show you, we're going to pull the action out in a minute here, but I just want to show you some of the inner workings and what goes on inside here. So let's do that. Okay, so now as we look inside the piano, you can see all the tuning pins here. There's 243 of these which we adjust for the tuning process. There wouldn't be as many strings as that. As you can see, as one string comes down here, it will wrap around a hitch pin, come back through the bridge, and then form the next note or go to the next tuning pin. So although there's 243 of these, there would be less strings, as sometimes two notes can share one string. We can also see the plate, and this plate is massive. It probably weighs a third of the total weight of the whole piano. And so it's supporting a tension. When we have this tuned to concert pitch, this plate is supporting a tension of up to 20 tons. And that's a lot. We have to be mindful of that, especially when we're doing pitch raises or things of that nature. Just as I'm standing here, I would like to just show you the rim of this piano as well. It's about 3 1/4 inches thick, and it goes around the whole piano, of course. This is a unique thing for Steinway. When this piece of wood starts out, it's about 22.5 feet long, and they have a special bending press that they will make it into this shape. This is a shape only Steinway has, and because of the material used, they use hardwood maple. Because of this process, that's why a Steinway sounds like it does. It gives it its unique character and sound. So for tuning, like I say, we tune to A440, that's a concert pitch. Because of humidity and temperature, that will go up and down. And so sometimes we may tune this piano a week after we've done it last. We will tune usually before any recital, any performance, juries, and things like that. And there's no stringed instrument, no matter how big or expensive, that will hold tune for long periods of time. If we can control the humidity and the temperature somewhat, that's a big thing in helping the piano hold tune. So that's the tuning process. I'd like to now, we're going to pull the action out quickly, and I just want to show you the inner workings of the action and maybe a few little things of what we do to service that. Okay, and so now we're ready to pull the action out. As you can see, it slides out of the cavity, kind of like a drawer, I suppose. And this is the action. There's about 12,000 parts and pieces in a Steinway Grand. Most of them are in the action. And so most of the tuning process we will also do some things in the action. Because of heavy use or different reasons, there's lots of things that can wear in this action. Hammer line, the line of the keys, all these things can come out of regulation just by normal playing. If I slide the action in here, I'd just like to have you take a look at just maybe what's happening. There's 88 notes, of course, and so when we look at the end note, number 88 here, high C, you can see all the things happening inside here. This is a repetition lever, which all grands have. This is a great invention because it helps for quicker repetition. What happens when we hit the key is this little jack here is going to hit this knuckle, and it will fling the hammer to the string. And so then it's caught by the back check, so we can be very forceful. We can hit that very hard, nothing will break. And then when we let go, the hammer will drop down and the little jack will get right back under there with the help of the repetition lever, and we're ready for another blow. So we can be like a machine gun on that note, and these little parts and pieces will allow us to do that. Another thing I'd like to mention is these hammers. These poor guys, they take the abuse in any piano. You can see the tiny little groove marks on them. We like to keep that at a minimum. We will shave these hammers probably lightly. We will shave them several times a year just to keep those grooves down. Sometimes that might brighten up the tone in so doing. And then we do a process called voicing, which we will strategically stab these hammers with needles in effect to soften the felt and sort of keep that tone to an area where it's the best, where it's the most pleasing. This piano right now is in beautiful condition. The tone is very nice. And so that's part of the process of maintaining a piano. It isn't just the tuning. Like I say, that's half the service. This part of it is so important, and that's what makes a great piano. So I'm going to slide this back in. And set it to where it should be. And so that sort of sums up what we do when we walk up to this piano to do service. That is in effect what we do. This is such a spectacular instrument. Like I said before, we're very fortunate to have this in our university. We love working on this piano. We love hearing the players play it. And so that's about all the time we have now today. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope I've showed you some of what happens, what goes on in the insides of one of these pianos. And so we're going to put everything back together. We're going to wipe everything down. And the next player that comes, it will be ready for them. And let's enjoy this beautiful virtual recital that we have coming. And let's listen to what this piano can do. So thanks for listening, and goodbye for now.